Early life, childhood, and education of Donald Trump ****. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's story. In this part, we will learn about the early life of Donald Trump. This story is written in simple and easy English. It is perfect for English listening and reading practice. Let's get started. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946. He was born in Queens, New York City. His full name is Donald John Trump. Donald was born into a big family. His family was rich, but also very disciplined. His father's name was Fred Trump. Fred Trump was a very successful businessman. He built many houses and apartments in New York. He mostly worked with middle-class families. Fred Trump was strict and serious about work. He believed in discipline, responsibility, and hard work. Donald's mother's name was Mary MacLeod Trump. She was born in Scotland. She came to the United States when she was young. Mary was kind, calm, and supportive. She cared deeply about her children. She played an important role in Donald's early life. Donald had 4 siblings. He was the 4th child in the family. His siblings were Mary Ann, Fred Trump Jr., Elizabeth, Robert. All the children were raised in a wealthy home, but their father did not spoil them. Fred Trump wanted his children to be strong and independent. He taught them to respect money. He believed money should be earned, not wasted. As a child, Donald was very energetic. He was confident and bold. He liked to be the center of attention. He often showed leadership skills at a young age. But he was also aggressive and stubborn. Donald went to Q Forest School in Queens. This was a private school. At school, Donald was intelligent, but sometimes difficult. He did not like following rules. Teachers often complained about his behavior. He had a lot of energy and needed structure. Because of this, his father made an important decision. At the age of 13, Donald was sent to a military school. The school was called New York Military Academy. Fred Trump believed military school would help Donald. He wanted Donald to learn discipline, respect, and control. Life at the military academy was very strict. Students wore uniforms. They followed rules every day. They woke up early. They trained hard. They were punished for mistakes. At first, Donald found it difficult, but slowly he started to change. The strict environment helped him grow. He learned discipline, leadership, and confidence. He became one of the best students in the school. Donald also became a leader among students. He participated in sports and activities. He was competitive and wanted to win. He liked being in charge. These qualities later helped him in business and politics. After finishing military school, Donald went to college. He first joined Fordham University in New York. He studied there for 2 years. During this time, he thought a lot about his future. Donald wanted to join a better business school, so he transferred to the Wharton School. Wharton is part of the University of Pennsylvania. It is one of the most famous business schools in the world. At Wharton, Donald studied economics. He learned about money, business markets, and management. He was very interested in real estate. He wanted to follow his father's footsteps, but he also wanted to be bigger and more famous. In 1968, Donald Trump graduated from Wharton. He earned a degree in economics. He was now ready to enter the business world. At this time, Donald was confident. He believed he was special. He believed he could do great things. He wanted to build something big. He wanted his name to be known. This education shaped his thinking. It prepared him for business challenges. It also gave him the confidence to take risks. This was only the beginning of his journey. Donald Trump's life was about to change forever. Early business life and first big success ****. In this part, we will talk about how Donald Trump entered the business world. We will see how he worked with his father. We will also learn about his first big success in New York. Let's begin. After graduating in 1968, Donald Trump joined his father's company. The company was called the Trump Organization. At that time, his father, Fred Trump, already owned many buildings. Most of these buildings were apartments for middle-class families. They were located in Brooklyn, Queens, and other parts of New York. Donald started working under his father. He learned how real estate worked. He learned about construction loans and rents. He learned how to deal with banks and government offices. His father watched him closely. Fred Trump was very careful with money. He avoided big risks. He liked safe projects with steady income. Donald was different. He wanted big deals. He wanted attention. He wanted to build something exciting. In the early years, Donald helped manage apartment buildings. He collected rent. He handled repairs. He talked to tenants. This gave him real experience. He understood how buildings work from the inside. But Donald wanted more. He did not want to stay in his father's shadow. He wanted to work in Manhattan. Manhattan was the heart of New York. It was full of tall buildings, rich people, and big dreams. In the early 1970s, Donald saw a big opportunity. There was an old hotel in Manhattan called the Commodore Hotel. The hotel was in bad condition. It was losing money. Many people thought it was a bad investment. Donald saw something different. He believed the location was perfect. The hotel was near Grand Central Station. Millions of people passed that area every year. Donald convinced his father and the city to support him. He worked with the government. He got tax breaks. He made deals with banks. He partnered with the Hyatt Hotel Group. This was a very risky project. Donald was still young. Many people did not trust him, but he was confident and determined. The hotel was completely renovated. It was modern and beautiful. In 1980, the hotel reopened. It was renamed the Grand Hyatt Hotel. The project was a huge success. People loved the hotel. It made a lot of money. Donald Trump became famous overnight. Newspapers started writing about him. Magazines showed his picture. People called him a young real estate star. This success changed his life. After the Grand Hyatt success, Donald gained confidence. Banks started trusting him. Investors started listening to him. His name became valuable. He started taking bigger risks. He wanted to build buildings with his name on them. He wanted everyone to see his success. During this time, Donald moved to Manhattan. He lived a luxurious lifestyle. He wore expensive suits. He appeared in social events. He enjoyed fame and attention. Donald also learned an important lesson. He learned that image was powerful. Looking successful helped him become successful. He believed that confidence attracted money. This period was very important. It showed that Donald could succeed on his own. He was no longer just Fred Trump's son. He was becoming Donald Trump. By the end of the 1970s, Donald Trump was ready to build something even bigger, ready to put his name on the skyline of New York. And that is exactly what he did next. Trump Tower famed casinos and struggles asterisk. In this part, we will talk about Donald Trump's rise to fame. We will learn about Trump Tower. We will also see his casino business and the hard times he faced. Let's begin. After the success of the Grand Hyatt Hotel, Donald Trump became very confident. He believed he could build anything. He wanted to create a building that showed power, wealth, and success. In the early 1980s, Donald started his most famous project. The project was called Trump Tower. It was built on Fifth Avenue in New York City. This was one of the most expensive and famous areas in the city. Trump Tower was not just an office building. It had luxury apartments. It had shops. It had offices. Everything inside looked rich and golden. In 1983, Trump Tower was completed. It became one of the most famous buildings in New York. Donald put his name in big letters on the building. Everyone could see it. Trump Tower made Donald Trump a global name. People around the world started to recognize him. His name became a symbol of luxury and success. During this time, Donald loved attention. He appeared in newspapers. He appeared in magazines. He attended high society events. He was known for his strong personality. In the 1980s, Donald Trump also started writing books. His most famous book was The Art of the Deal. The book talked about business success and confidence. It became very popular. It made him even more famous. Donald Trump was now more than a businessman. He was a celebrity. After Trump Tower, Donald wanted more. He decided to enter the casino business. He chose Atlantic City. The city was famous for gambling and casinos. Donald bought and built several casinos. The most famous one was the Trump Taj Mahal. It was huge and very expensive. When it opened in 1990, it was the largest casino in the world. Donald believed bigger was always better. But the casino business was very risky. The Trump Taj Mahal cost too much money. It did not earn enough profit at first. Soon Donald started facing problems. Some of his casinos were losing money. He had borrowed a lot of money from banks. His debts became very large. In the early 1990s, Donald Trump faced serious financial trouble. Many people thought his career was finished. Newspapers wrote negative stories about him. Banks were worried. Donald had to make hard decisions. He sold some properties. He gave control of some businesses to banks. His lifestyle also changed for a while. This was a very difficult time for him. But Donald did not give up. He believed failure was temporary. He believed he could come back. He worked with banks to reduce his debt. He restructured his businesses. He slowly recovered. These struggles taught him important lessons. He learned about risk. He learned about survival. He learned how to fight back. By the late 1990s, Donald Trump was no longer as rich as before, but he was still famous, and he was planning his next move. That move would change his life forever. Television fame, family life, and personal story ***. In this part, we will talk about Donald Trump's television career. We will also learn about his family, marriages, and children. This part shows the personal side of his life. Let's begin. By the late 1990s, Donald Trump was still very famous. Even though he had faced financial problems, people still knew his name. They still connected him with success and power. Donald understood something important. He knew his name itself was a brand. So he decided to use media and television. In 2004, Donald Trump started a reality TV show. The show was called The Apprentice. It was about business competition. People competed for a job in Trump's company. On the show, Donald acted as the boss. He judged people's work. He fired contestants who failed. His famous words were, "You're fired." The show became extremely popular. Millions of people watched it every week. Donald Trump became a TV star. Young people also started recognizing him. The Apprentice changed his life. It helped rebuild his image. It made him rich again. It also made him more confident. During this time, Donald appeared everywhere. TV interviews, magazines, news shows. He enjoyed being in front of the camera. Now, let's talk about his family life. First marriage, Ivana Trump. In 1977, Donald Trump married Ivana Zelnikova. She was from Czechoslovakia. She was a model and athlete. Ivana was very strong and smart. She also worked in Donald's business. She helped manage hotels and casinos. Together, they became a powerful couple. They had 3 children. Donald Trump Jr. born in 1977. Ivanka Trump born in 1981. Eric Trump born in 1984. Their family life was often in the media. They lived a luxurious lifestyle, but their marriage faced problems. After 15 years, they divorced in 1992. The divorce was very public. It was difficult for both of them, but they stayed connected for their children. Second marriage, Marla Maples. In 1993, Donald Trump married Marla Maples. She was an actress. They had 1 daughter together, Tiffany Trump born in 1993. Their marriage did not last long. They divorced in 1999. Third marriage, Melania Trump. In 2005, Donald married Melania Naus. She is a model from Slovenia. Melania is calm and private. They had 1 son, Barron Trump born in 2006. Barron is the youngest child. Donald is very protective of him. Donald Trump has 5 children in total. Many of them work in his business. He is also a grandfather. Family has always been important to him. Even though his life is busy, he enjoys time with his children. This part of his life showed another side of him, a father, a husband, a public figure. And now something bigger was coming, something no one expected. Entry into politics and presidency of Donald Trump ***. In this part, we will talk about how Donald Trump entered politics. We will learn about the 2016 election. We will also talk about his time as president. Let's begin. For many years, Donald Trump talked about politics. He often shared his opinions on TV. He talked about government jobs and trade. But for a long time, he did not run for office. People saw him as a businessman and a TV star. Many did not take his political ideas seriously. But everything changed in 2015. In June 2015, Donald Trump made a big announcement. He said he would run for president of the United States. He ran as a Republican. Many people were shocked. They thought he had no political experience. They believed he could not win. Donald Trump thought differently. He believed his business experience was enough. He said he knew how to make deals. He promised to fix the country. His main message was simple: make America great again. During his campaign, he talked about many issues. He promised to create more jobs. He promised to lower taxes. He promised to protect American businesses. He promised to build a wall on the border with Mexico. He said the wall would stop illegal immigration. Donald Trump spoke in a very direct way. Some people loved his honesty. Others did not like his words. He held big rallies. Thousands of people attended. His supporters felt he spoke for them. In 2016, Donald Trump became the Republican candidate. He ran against Hillary Clinton. She was a former Secretary of State. Many people believed she would win. On Election Day 2016, the world was watching. The result shocked many people. Donald Trump won the election. He did not win the popular vote, but he won the Electoral College. That made him the 45th President of the United States. Donald Trump became president on January 20th, 2017. Now, let's talk about his presidency. Economy. Donald Trump focused strongly on the economy. He lowered taxes for businesses. He said this would create more jobs. Before the pandemic, the economy grew. Unemployment became low. Many supporters praised his economic policies. Immigration. Immigration was one of his biggest issues. He worked to build the border wall. He also changed immigration rules. These actions caused strong debates. Some people supported him. Others strongly disagreed. Foreign relations. Donald Trump changed how the U.S. dealt with other countries. He met with Kim Jong-un of North Korea. He wanted to stop nuclear weapons. He also dealt strongly with China on trade. Some people saw him as bold. Others saw him as risky. Healthcare. Donald Trump tried to change the healthcare system. He wanted to remove Obamacare. But many plans did not pass Congress. Impeachment. In 2019, Donald Trump was impeached. This means the House accused him of wrongdoing. The Senate did not remove him, so he stayed in office. His presidency was very controversial. People either strongly supported him or strongly opposed him. There was very little middle ground. By the end of his term, the country was deeply divided. And then came another major election. 2020 election life after presidency and legacy ***. In this final part, we will talk about the 2020 election. We will see what happened after Donald Trump left office. We will also look at his legacy and influence. Let's begin. In 2020, Donald Trump ran for president again. He wanted a second term. He believed he was doing a good job. He believed the country needed him. His opponent was Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a former vice president. The election happened during a very difficult time. The world was facing the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic caused fear and problems everywhere. Many people lost jobs. Many people got sick. The economy slowed down. Donald Trump talked about reopening the country. He wanted businesses to work again. He believed the economy was very important. Joe Biden talked about health and safety. He promised to control the virus better. The election took place in November 2020. Millions of Americans voted. It was one of the biggest elections in history. When the results came, Joe Biden won. He won both the popular vote and the Electoral College. Donald Trump did not accept the result. He said the election was unfair. He and his supporters believed there was cheating. But courts and officials found no proof. This situation created tension in the country. On January 6, 2021, something serious happened. A group of Trump supporters went to the U.S. Capitol. Congress was counting election votes. The crowd tried to stop the process. This event shocked the nation. It was a very dark day for America. Many people were hurt. Several people were arrested. Because of this event, Donald Trump was impeached again. This was the second impeachment in his presidency. Once again, the Senate did not remove him. On January 20th, 2021, Donald Trump left the White House. Joe Biden became the new president. Donald Trump did not attend the inauguration. After leaving office, Donald Trump returned to his business life. He went back to the Trump Organization. He continued managing hotels, golf courses, and properties. Even after leaving office, Donald Trump remained very influential. Millions of people still supported him. He stayed active in public discussions. He gave speeches and interviews. Donald Trump also talked about running for president again. He said he might return to politics. This kept him in the news. Donald Trump's life is full of ups and downs. He started in a wealthy family. He became a powerful businessman. He faced failures. He made a comeback. He became a TV star. He became president. Few people in history have lived such a public life. Some people admire him. Some people criticize him. But almost everyone knows his name. His story shows confidence, ambition, and persistence. He never stopped believing in himself. Even after losing elections and facing criticism, he continued moving forward. Donald Trump has been a businessman, a media personality, and the President of the United States. Whether people agree with him or not, his impact on business, media, and politics is undeniable. This is the story of Donald Trump, a man who always stayed in the spotlight, a man who never gave up, a man who continues to influence the world.